Hey guys, in this video we're going to talk about the Mantis, which is a Starfield mission. It's about a vigilante that you kind of assume the role and take their stuff at the end of the mission. So this is something you'll definitely want to do, especially if you're early on in playing the game. And if you haven't picked up this mission as of yet or completed it, it's definitely a quest that you'll want to complete, even if it's just to knock it off your quest list. It'd be really cool if you supported the video and supported the channel. Give the video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. I do a lot of walkthroughs on games. All right, Starfield, the Mantis, let's go. If you're further along in Starfield and have already completed the main mission, the Old Neighborhood, you may have a note that says Secret Outpost. If you go looking through your notes and you don't find the Secret Outpost note, you can get it from the Nova Galactic Star Yard off a dead spacer. And heck, where is the Nova Galactic Star Yard? It's actually orbiting Luna. Heck, you can just find it right here. Make this quest your active quest, and let's head on over to Denebola. And this solar system I actually had a difficult time finding. You can actually find it right at this location right here, but I spent like 10 minutes trying to find it, so there you go. The secret outpost is pretty straightforward. It's surrounded by a bunch of spacers, but if you follow your map marker all the way through, it'll take you to the very end. Now, when I go to new locations, I look everywhere for magazines. I did not find any magazine at this location, and I've done this mission twice. So if you do find a magazine that I overlooked, I'd love to know about it, so comment that down in the comment section of the video. You'll get to a point where there is a spacer by the name of Livy that is kind of like ducking and dodging, standing next to a door. This guy is really not to be trusted. If you want to get into dialogue with him, that's perfectly fine. Ultimately, you're going to end up killing him anyway, so you can do it now or do it later. It's entirely up to you. The section that's just past Livy is a host to a puzzle that he's been trying to figure out. To get through it, he's volunteered a number of spacers to go through and ultimately die trying to get through it. Looking at the floor of the puzzle, you'll see rows of letters. What you're going to want to do is go across the correct letters till you get to the very end. Otherwise, turrets are going to open fire on you and probably kill you like they did me 100,000 times. Now, if your lockpicking is high enough, then you can go over to this terminal over here and you can turn the turrets off. If your lockpicking is not high enough, then you're going to need to go across the floor. Now, you can destroy these turrets if you want to, or you can work the puzzle. The word that you'll want to spell out is Tyrannus. And I came across this word from a letter I read that was from the Mantis to her son that had Tyrannus in the title of the letter. Okay, so once you carefully navigate the floor and spell out the word Tyrannus and make it through the next gate, you have a couple of bots that you'll need to find, but ultimately, it's not too difficult from this point on. Inside the Mantis Lair, you'll find a Mannequin which will have the helmet, jetpack, and spacesuit. I have to say that compared to some of the other outfits that Starfield has to offer, it's certainly unique. I'm not very fond of it though. However, you definitely look like a vigilante whenever you put it on, and I'm guessing that's what the writers were going for. While you're in the Mantis Lair, you'll see a spaceship in there. That's the Razor Leaf. That's actually going to belong to you the moment that you use the lift controls and send it to the surface. Here are the stats of the Razor Leaf compared to the Frontier. It's not that much better of a ship, but if you're just starting out, it's definitely a better ship. And while we're talking about better ships, check out my Star Eagle video. It's a much better ship compared to the Frontier or the Razor Leaf. In fact, it blows them both out of the water combined. So what are your thoughts on the Razor Leaf, and what are your thoughts on the Mantis armor? Personally, I didn't complete the Mantis quest until like level 28. It's just one of those quests that I overlooked. Wish I'd done it earlier on, especially whenever I was just flying around with the Frontier. And for me, the Mantis armor looks great in a display case on an outpost somewhere. And that's all we've got this time around. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all later. Love you, bye.
I'm not much of a beach person, but everyone talks about this place.